Okay, so this is maybe a new niche that Perl can get into. It's making quilts. So this started just as making a QR code out of a quilt, and it's kind of important to keep the size nice here. So this one, it just says quilt. And you don't want too long of a message because you'll do this, and each of those little blocks of color is going to be another piece of fabric that has to be stitched together. This one, by the way, is a quine. It actually outputs the source code to the Perl script that created it. But don't do that. Don't try to make a quilt out of that unless you're from Japan, where they make crazy detailed quilts like this. I don't know how long that took to put together, but you don't want to do that. But the actual source code to this, it's just kind of a basic QR code generator. Just keep the size nice. You probably want to keep the redundancy inside the QR code kind of high, because if it's a physical object, it has kind of analog error to it, so you want a little bit more redundancy than usual. But otherwise, light and dark colors are set here because making it a nice black and white makes it a little easier to transfer this later to the quilt design. Otherwise, nothing too special. And now I'm going to turn this over to my wife, who actually made the thing.
Hi. So when I was making this project, I wound up using a bitmap image of the original QR code and enlarged it just so I could get an idea as to what size each shape was going to be. Pieced it all together, I did find that I could use any color I wanted for the background, so long as I used black in the foreground. So I'm going to have Tim help me show the quilt right now. But before I do that, the reason this happened was because someone at our makerspace wanted to label everything with a QR code. So I decided to label the quilt too. And it does work. Yeah, it does work.
You can try.
Do it now.
All right, thanks.